Hey, listen up here. Um, this actually belongs to chapter 3, but can also be used everywhere else. Uh, to determine the total number of subsets. You remember that? Use 2 to the n minus 1, where n would be number of elements in the universal. What in the world does that mean? Okay, this is why I'm giving you this, because I was just thinking, so let's say, for example, you have, let's just use this one, Abby, Biff, and Chip. How many subsets can you make? How many subsets can you make with this set that I just gave you? And you can try it. Trial and error works quite well on this one because it's a very small universal, right? So you go n to the 3 minus 1. Sorry, so 2 to the n minus 1, right? The number of items is 3, so that's the exponent there. So what's 2 to the power of 3? That's 2 times 2 times 2, right? That's 8 minus 1. So 7 subsets can be made. How so? Subset number 1 is just Abby. Okay. Subset number 2 is just Biff. Subset number 3 is Chip. Subset number 4 would be Abby and Biff. Subset number 5 would be Biff and Chip. Oops. Squiggly brackets. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. What's another one I can make? Abby and Chip, right? So I did Abby, Biff, Biff, Chip, Abby, and Chip. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And where is the 7th? Technically, I believe having the same set again is a subset as well. Okay, having Abby, Biff, and Chip is also a subset, even though it's an exact copy. So we'll say that Abby, Biff, and Chip would also be a subset. Total possible subset that can be made from the universal. Okay. So there we go. That's one item that I wanted to have in there. Another one is this one. Okay. There are let's say 10 teams in an intramural. There are 10 teams. How many games will be played each team plays another once. There are 10 teams in an intramural. How many games will be played if each team plays another once? How would you answer this one? This is they're really asking you to make groups of 2. Because so I know, I remember this one on an exam, and they kind of stomped a lot of students. They're like, they're not asking me to make groups or anything, but this is actually answer, make groups of 2. So that would be from the 10 teams, choose 2. I just made this one up, so I got a 45. Teams, okay, therefore games. These 45 groups that you're making, they're gonna each play a match. And so that's how many games there will be. So these are just random. I didn't know where to put them. I guess you could put them under combinations. You could put this one under combinations if you'd like. But I would have this very summarized on my study sheet. Somehow have it present there. Okay? All right. If they tell you you're throwing 2 dice, right? And they're asking what's the probability of getting a sum smaller than this or greater than that, make an outcome table. Okay, make an outcome table. Even if you have like 2 4-sided dice, it doesn't matter. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just figure out their sums and put it down on that outcome table. I would say it's almost like a must that you come up with that, okay? And usually if it's worth 2 marks, the reason it's worth 2 marks is you come up with the outcome table and then you answer the question. Also, when it comes to outcome tables, watch for overlap. Like if it's 2 events that they're talking about, maybe I can just quickly just briefly mention it if I have it right here. Okay, this would be on page 31 of your booklet. So if it's asking for the sum greater than 8 or a multiple of 5, okay, so my multiples of 5, I highlighted them, okay, because these sums would give me a multiple of 5. So you end up with, is that 10? Yeah, that's the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 7, sorry. And then the sum greater than 8 was this yellow highlighted section here, and you can tell that there's an overlap. So watch for that if it's asking for 2 events, okay? If it's saying or, you got to watch out for that. Would this be, when it comes to mutually exclusive, would you say these are mutually exclusive events? You would say non-mutually exclusive, okay? Or just say, no, they're not mutually exclusive. If that's easier for you to write, just say that they're not, because there's an overlap, right? There's something you need to take away if you consider each event. If you just add up their totals, there's an overlap. This would be, if on a Venn diagram, there would be events that they share. Both events share, okay? So therefore, non-exclusive, okay? Maybe I'll stop talking and just let you work.